I want to thank Transport Minister Shane Ross for taking the time out of his busy schedule to attend this, I think, very critical debate for Shannon Airport and the entire Western region, more particularly my own city of Limerick. The Minister will be well aware of my interest in this area. I first raised it on the 6th of December in the debate here, which is about getting major European hub connectivity for Shannon International Airport. Shannon Airport is the only international airport in Ireland that does not have major European hub connectivity on a year-round basis into hubs in mainland Europe. We have great connectivity through Heathrow, but when you look at the likes of Dublin, that has infinite European hub connectivity, it's a capital city, and that's extremely important in that regard. Cork has very, very good European hub connectivity through Amsterdam, 2 daily flights, and to Paris in terms of 1 daily flight. Shannon Airport has no direct European hub connectivity. I raised the matter with the Minister on the 6th of December. I followed this up with a meeting with Shannon Airport Management Group on Wednesday, the 6th of February, with the Minister. I was very much putting forward that there should be a Brexit Strategic Route Development Fund. The Minister, that was a very, very constructive meeting. On foot of that meeting, Minister Ross requested and encouraged Shannon Airport Group to make a submission to his department around this whole area of a route development, strategic route development into a main European hub. I understand, Minister, a submission was made from the Shannon Airport Group on the 21st of March to you in your department. The context of this for me are very straightforward. Shannon is a key economic driver for the entire Midwest and the Western region and into Limerick City. At the moment, it's doing well, but it has major excess capacity. Last year was about 1.86 million passengers. It has 4.5 million of a capacity. That means it's operating at just over 40% capacity. There's over 2 million extra 0.6 passengers could be accommodated. Dublin is under severe pressure, and when you look at that, it's ironic when you look at the figures that the percentage of passenger numbers that Dublin Airport accounts for is increasing. Back in 2005, they accounted for about 72%. They now, the latest quarter 1 2019 figures, they account for over 87%, with Shannon and Cork, Shannon accounting for about just under 4% and Cork just over 6% of passenger numbers. Under Project 2040, we're looking to drive economic growth as well as Dublin, but exponentially outside of Dublin. Shannon International Airport has to be a key element to this. And when I look at your national aviation policy, the latest update in February of this year, you look around the airports to maximise the contribution of the aviation sector to Ireland's economic growth and development. And in terms of the individual airports, you look to attract new business, sustainable development to, I suppose, represent its local economies and to drive its local economies. So I'm asking today, Minister, for an update in respect of a submission that was made by Shannon International Airport Group to your good self and your department on the 21st of March on foot of our meeting that I would have organised and held with the management, Shannon Group management, on Wednesday the 6th of February as to where that proposal is, because I believe in a post-Brexit era. We've very good connectivity through Heathrow, daily flights. We need that to be complemented by major European hub connectivity as well. And I believe it's critical in terms of Project 2040, it's critical in terms of Shannon International Airport itself, more particularly the Western region, more particularly my own city of Limerick, for this particular route to be established into a major European hub out of Shannon Airport. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Minister Ross.
Thank you very much indeed, and I'd like to thank Senator O'Donnell for once again raising this very important issue. I think it'd be fair to say that he's certainly been leading the field in addressing this issue, and his concern for Shannon Airport is second to none. Brexit, in whatever form it takes, will have a significant impact on Ireland and requires planning by government, business and citizens, as well as at EU level. It will have negative consequences in all scenarios, but we are determined to be as ready as possible. On the 8th of May, Ireland and the UK signed an important memorandum of understanding on the Common Travel Area, reaffirming the commitment of the UK and Irish governments to maintaining the CTA in all circumstances. Irish citizens will therefore continue to be able to move freely to live, work and study in the UK, while British citizens can do the same in Ireland. Similarly, the European Commission's regulation aimed at ensuring basic air connectivity in a no-deal scenario has been finalised, and the UK has confirmed its intention to reciprocate the proposed measures. While this cannot mitigate the overall impact of a no-deal scenario or the assurances contained in the negotiated withdrawal agreement, the fears that aircraft might not be able to fly in the event of a no-deal Brexit are being addressed, and the risks to air travel between Ireland and the UK and the rest of Europe have been significantly mitigated. Government departments, including my own, as well as key agencies, have been preparing for Brexit for 3 years now, and notwithstanding any comfort we can take from commitments on the CTA and agreements on basic air connectivity, we continue to prepare through contingency planning and stakeholder engagement. Brexit is being managed in a whole-of-government basis, and my department is represented on all relevant cross-departmental coordination structures. Additionally, an internal Brexit departmental committee meets monthly to oversee the department's analysis and planning in the areas of aviation, maritime transport and tourism, and officials have regular, often daily contact with stakeholders on Brexit planning. Stakeholder engagement is important to the government's domestic response to Brexit preparedness. As well as support provided by government, businesses and other affected sectors also need to respond and be prepared. Regardless of the impact of Brexit, there are some preparations that are purely good general business practice. For example, my officials and I have continuously stressed the importance of all stakeholders, including Shannon Airport, of taking necessary steps when within their control to prepare for Brexit. This includes diversification of markets. The Senator will be aware that establishing air transport connections are the result of commercial agreements between airlines and airports. As Minister for Transport, Tourism and Sport, I have no function in these commercial decisions. However, I support all endeavours of Shannon Airport to ensure its prosperity in line with government policy, taking account of national EU law. Earlier this year, to which the Senator referred, I met with the chair of Shannon Group, during which Brexit was raised, particularly in relation to EU hub connectivity. I'm aware that the company is endeavouring to secure alternative European hub connectivity post-Brexit and is in discussions with several airline operators. The company has submitted a document to me on this matter, to which the Senator again referred. My officials are engaging with Shannon Group to explore what options are available to procure such air services, including supports from our tourism agency for cooperative marketing activity. The government supports the development of air connectivity and the expansion of air services through funding from Tourism Ireland for cooperative marketing activity. Cooperative campaigns with partners facilitate increased marketing effort and help promote the destination. An increased Tourism Ireland budget for 2019 will continue to support both seasonal and regional growth, and will be underscored by commitments to focus cooperative partnership activities on the January to April and October to December periods for Great Britain, North America and European markets. I continue to encourage all airports to avail of this funding to optimise air services, including Shannon Airport, regarding alternative European hub connections. Project Ireland 2040 supports investment to promote high-quality international connectivity between Ireland and the rest of the world, vital in underpinning international competitiveness and to responding to challenges and opportunities arising from Brexit. In line with the 2015 National Aviation Policy for Ireland, the role of Shannon Airport as a key tourism and business gateway will continue to be government supported. I welcome that Shannon Group is exploring ways of availing of funding under Project Ireland 2040, such as the Urban Regeneration and Development Fund and the Rural Regeneration and Development Fund. My department is engaging with them to ensure all opportunities are maximised for the benefit of Shannon Group and the region.
Thank you, Minister. Senator, did you wish to respond briefly?
Thank you very much, Minister Ross, for your comprehensive response. I welcome the fact that you've referred to the submission that was made by Shannon Airport Group to you and your officials on the 21st of March, and you state that your officials and the Shannon Group are exploring what options are available to procure such air services, including support from our tourism agency and cooperative marketing activity. The question, I suppose, Minister, is time is of the essence. Brexit is on the horizons. I think it's clear to say, both from being Brexit ready and both from, as well as Project 2040, where we wish to see growth of the regions to complement Dublin, that I'd ask Minister, when would you expect that a decision will be made in terms of the various options by your officials and your good self as Minister in terms of progressing establishing a European major hub connectivity for Shannon Airport Group, the likes of obviously Frankfurt, Amsterdam, Paris. The key thing is that we get that major European hub connectivity so that we're Brexit proof, and furthermore, Minister, that we can drive passenger numbers into Ireland to alleviate the pressure on Dublin Airport and to allow them to fly into Shannon, where we have major capacity available, well over 2 million extra passengers we can deal with. Similar to Dublin, we're unique in that we have US pre-clearance and we have everything to offer. So what I want here, Minister, is can you give me a timeline, an indication as to when you believe these options will be formally considered and concluded by your own department and yourself, so that Shannon Airport Group can proceed with speed to get this European route hub connectivity in place?
Thank you. Minister.
Yeah, I'm afraid, Deputy, I've learnt the hard way that giving timelines is foolish in these situations. It's not good for you and it's not good for me if I do it. What I will say is that we'll try and expedite it as soon as we possibly can. If I were to give you a timeline for achieving what you want to achieve, would be first of all assuming that we will be able to achieve it. We will support your objective, of course we will. So will Tourism Ireland and so will other agencies. But to actually give you a date would be speculative and might raise false hopes for something happening sooner. But my department and I realise the urgency, and I will ask them to accelerate the talks in response to what you've been saying today, and continue to pursue the objective that you obviously feel is very important, as we do.
Thank you. And that concludes